So in today's video, I'm gonna be telling you guys 10 tips for new Uber drivers. So if you're new to driving for Uber, this is the video for you, all right? I signed up to drive for Uber and Lyft 5 years ago or more. Actually, no, it's been like 8 years ago. About 7, sorry. Sorry, my math's off. So I've learned quite a few things, all right? Over the years, and this is the stuff that I would tell my friend if he said, Dylan, I'm signing up to drive for Uber, what should I know? All right, these are 10 tips for you, okay? Before I jump into the 10 tips, wanted to tell you guys that I recently started a community that you can now join and get free access to. It's a community where I'm teaching you how to make money on TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop is a new program that TikTok created, and I literally just made over $500 today from TikTok Shop. I have a little screenshot right here, you can see it. I'm selling stuff on TikTok Shop, and you can too, all right? So I have a link below, you can join, get free access, get a free trial. Okay, let's get started. Let's get started with the 10 tips. So tip number 1 is use a used car, okay? Cannot stress this enough. The worst thing you can do is go out and buy a brand new car to drive for Uber. Or if you have a newer car, do not use it for Uber because the value of your car will literally go down the toilet, all right? If you're driving a car that's worth over 20,000 bucks for Uber, it's and if you're planning on, driving a lot, it's like that car is gonna be worth $5,000 before you know it, and all of a sudden you just ate 15K in the value of your car, all right? The typical Uber driver drives, I believe, like over 50,000 miles per year. Even part-time to full-time drivers, sometimes full-time drivers drive like 100K miles. The typical average normal driver drives like 10 to 15,000 miles a year. So you're speeding up the depreciation of your car. I would try to go on Facebook Marketplace and buy a used car. I was just doing this because I'm currently buying a used car. I actually went out and test drove a bunch of different cars. Long story short, now I'm buying a Tesla. I'm buying a used Tesla from Hertz, but that's just my situation. I'm not using it for Uber, but I test drove, my price range was under 10,000. That was my budget, was under 10,000. I drove a 2011 Ford Escape. I guess, I don't know if those still qualify for Uber, but I also drove like a 2015 Jeep Cherokee, or Grand Cherokee. There was a Ford Fusion on there. There's so many cars under the $10,000 price range. And basically my criteria was less than 100,000 miles, less than 10,000 bucks. I was surprised. I test drove Ford Escapes that were 6,000 bucks with like 105,000 miles on it. One of them had 120, which I was like, it's a little high for me, but because I was trying to go, I wanted to find a car that I could use for 5 years, and I wanted to buy a $5,000 to $10,000 price range. Now I'm buying a used Tesla, and it should be around 25,000 bucks for me, which, just given my situation, it's the best for me. I have a house and I can charge it at home, and I'm like, I'm gonna own the thing forever. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Get a used car for Uber, get something reliable, get something that is named like very popular, like a Ford, Toyota, Honda. Don't get like a BMW or a Mercedes, something like, God forbid, that's the worst car to use to drive for Uber because they're expensive to maintain. You want a car that every mechanic knows how to fix on the back of his hand, right? Get a Ford Fusion or a Honda Civic, these types of cars. Okay, tip number 2 is, if you can, get an electric car. Why? Because you don't have to pay money in gas. Charging a car is far cheaper, at least right now, than getting a gas-powered car. Not only that, you don't need to do oil changes anymore. You don't need to worry about oil leaks. You don't need to worry about, tons of stuff that a normal gas-powered car has. An electric car, I know, crazy that I would even say this because I used to hate electric cars, but now I'm never driving a gas-powered car ever again. I'm never going to the gas station. I'm never going to get my car oil change. I don't have to deal with oil leaks anymore. Okay, I'm getting an electric car. There are actually a lot of electric cars that are, you know, pretty cheap. Like I was doing a lot of research. There's a Ford Focus electric car. It does have very limited range, but even some of the used Teslas are actually pretty cheap. Like you can find a used Tesla for like under 20,000. The one I'm looking at is a 2023 Tesla with like 20,000 miles on it, and they're going for like 25K on Hertz. You can get a Chevrolet Bolt. Those are going for under 20,000. So there's plenty of electric car options. Check those. Don't rule those out for driving Uber. Tip number 3 is start driving early. The best thing that I can recommend driving for Uber is start early, because number 1, you start obviously, you know, making money early in the morning, so it starts your day off on the right foot. But also, a lot of people go to the airport in the morning. They have early flights, and a lot of people don't wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. to drive for Uber. So you're gonna get all those airport rides, and you could make like, I found that if I could make like $100 before 10 a.m., it really just allowed me to like not feel like, oh my gosh, I gotta drive, you know, all day. Like I kind of felt less pressure. And then so later on in the day, you know, I would take a little break, and then I actually had another job during the day. So that was one of the reasons I drove early anyways. But like, so I would drive I would try to start by like 6 or 7 and then drive to like 10 or 11. But you know, I would aim to get up at like 4 or 5, because you get those really nice rides, and long rides usually. And then, you know, you already made $100 by 10 a.m. You're chilling. Then you could go later on and make another 100, and now all of a sudden, boom, you just made $200-300 in a day. It's like, but if you sleep in and start driving at 1, you're gonna be driving to like 2 a.m. to try to hit that number. You don't wanna. Anyway, maybe some people operate differently, but for me, I feel like I always hated those days, because I was like driving at midnight, like shoot, I'm trying to find my rides, and there's like nobody out there. Whereas like driving early, it's light out, it's safer, it's just easier. And you're kind of like, I found it was easier to drive a little sleepy too. I know you're not supposed to drive like drowsy, but it's like, I'm kind of waking up, I'm chilling, drinking my coffee, and the passengers are quiet in the morning. Nobody wants to be blabbing out all, you know, being an annoying passenger in the morning. So you got 5 a.m. client, you're sipping your little coffee that you make at home. Don't go out and buy Starbucks. Sipping your little coffee that you make at home, and just giving a ride. You're, you know, making good money. Number 4 is have another job on top of driving for Uber. For me, it was doing social media, and actually social media was what ended up leading me to quit my job. And a really good, easy thing you can do is TikTok, especially with this new program that they created called TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop is essentially TikTok's way of competing with Amazon. It's become super popular. You can buy stuff in the app. You're not gonna buy stuff, okay, buddy? You're gonna be selling stuff. And you don't have to create any products. The products are already there for you to sell. And I actually made a membership community below. I have a special link. You can join it, get free access right now. Well, the first 100 members who join, type in your email, watch the video. There's 2 videos there already, and then I'm gonna be updating it. But I break down every single thing you need to do. I made over $500 today on TikTok Shop alone, on my phone. It's crazy. And it's honestly pretty easy. And it's like, actually, I kind of find it pretty fun. So, you know, you don't need to go out and watch a bunch of videos and trial and error. You can just watch my video in that link, and I'll explain to you how it works. It changed my life. You can make upwards of $10,000-15,000 a month. Or you can make $1,000 or $2,000 a month if you just do it pretty part-time. It's definitely possible for sure for anybody. You don't need any experience, and you don't need to show your face, which is a cool thing. I'm not showing my face on that TikTok Shop thing, okay? You won't be seeing me selling stuff on TikTok. Oh, buy this product, buy that. No. Faceless videos, okay? Anonymous. Number 5 is do this as a side hustle. You know, we kind of already touched on that, but like, driving for Uber is probably not the best 40-hour work week job, because you're gonna be really tired, you're gonna be exhausted, and quite frankly, you're gonna be miserable. the weeks that I drove 40, 50 hours a week doing Uber were some of the weeks I hated, all right? The weeks I liked when I did 10, 15, 20 hours. And then, you know, I did my other stuff, whatever. I think it's better to do it as a side hustle. Number 6, do this as a stepping stone. Try to have an end goal in mind or something that you want to achieve. Maybe you don't have a job right now and you're, you know, looking for another job, but you're doing Uber in the meantime. I think that's like the best way to do it. Or maybe you really want to buy a Bitcoin. I don't know, whatever it is. You're like, actually Bitcoin's like 60,000 right now, so maybe not a good example. Maybe you want to buy 1 Ethereum and you say, okay, I'm going to drive for Uber until I have enough money to buy 1 Ethereum, which is a cryptocurrency. Okay, maybe that's not a good example. Maybe you want to buy a TV, all right? $500, or you want to get the fancy one for 800. You're going to drive Uber until you get that. Or you maybe want to pay your car payment. Maybe you have to drive Uber to pay your car payment, okay? Whatever it is, or you're going to drive for 3, 4, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, whatever it is, and then you're going to do something else. Maybe you're just doing it while you're in college. I don't know. But do it as a stepping stone. Don't use this, oh yeah, I'm going to move here and I'm going to drive Uber for the next 5 years. You're going to get tired of it extremely quickly. Number 7, this is more of a safety one and just overall experience. Follow all of the rules for safety when you're driving Uber. Always keep your doors locked. When you pull up to your passenger, especially if there's a lot of people out there, you're not sure if it's the correct passenger, roll down your window and say, hey, what's your name? I want to make sure I have the right passenger. Make sure that they confirm their name with you. If they don't want to say their name, all right, I'm not giving you a ride, buddy. You can check the license plate to make sure it's the right ride. You can check the car, you can check the make and model, you can see my face. Okay, I don't know who you are, you need to tell me your name. Okay, keep your doors locked, but better safe than sorry. There's a lot of crazy bad stories that happens in Uber. Don't put in too many people in your car. Don't take cash for rides. Don't allow your passengers to drink alcohol in the car. Don't allow them to do any illegal activities. Don't speed. Please don't speed, for the love of God. Driving is dangerous enough without everybody texting and driving. Follow the laws of the road, okay? It's gonna make your life a lot less stressful and you're gonna just be safer, and God forbid you get into an accident. Minimize the statistics of you getting into an accident by being a safe Uber driver, because when you're driving 40 hours a week, you know, based on statistics, you are more likely to get into an accident. The next one, number 8, is use Play Octopus. I've talked about Play Octopus. I have a link below to this one as well. In addition to the TikTok Shop program, it should be right under it. Play Octopus is a company that will send you a tablet for free. You can use my link, and as long as you've done over 100 rides and you're like an active driver, I believe it's like 10 rides a week or something. I forget what the qualifications are, but they're pretty easy. They're almost everywhere nationwide now. They'll send you a tablet, put it in your car, set it up and forget about it. You make money up to $100 extra per month. Who doesn't like that? All right, it's easy. Your passengers can actually play games to win cash prizes. It's fun for everyone. If you don't, it does make noise, by the way. If you don't want that on, you can just turn the volume down and you can turn the brightness down so it's not like annoying for the passengers. Okay, number 9, Solo. Solo is a great app that you can actually use to get guaranteed earnings while you're driving Uber or any gig app for that matter. So if you go out and drive Uber and let's say you're in Los Angeles where the average earning for that hour is like $30, but there's like no rides for whatever reason and you only made 15, Solo will pay you the difference. They'll pay you $15. So Solo is one of the best kind of apps or assistant apps for gig workers. They also track your miles, help you file your taxes. So you can actually file your taxes through Solo. Again, that guaranteed earnings, they help you make more money. You can use multiple apps. Solo, link below. It's a must for drivers. Okay, the last one, SurveyJunkie. SurveyJunkie is another app you can use to make money. We'll have a link below. Filling out surveys. I've used SurveyJunkie. I like SurveyJunkie because you can actually just cash out money to your bank account. You don't have to like get a Target gift card because it's like, cool, I'll take the money to go to Target, but it's like, I didn't want to go to Target in the first place. This one, you can just get the money to your to your bank account. So it's like good as cash. So if you use our link below for SurveyJunkie, you'll get a little like 25-point sign up bonus, which is cool. And then you can start making money doing surveys. Other than that, those are the 10 tips for new Uber drivers. Let me know your thoughts on this. Again, I think if you follow these tips, you will have a much better experience driving for Uber. And let me know if I missed out on any. Also, join the TikTok Shop program if you're watching this and there's still free access. Definitely take advantage of that. Try it out. If you don't like it, you can cancel it. I think TikTok Shop right now is the easiest way to start making money. It's so slept on, and there's not a lot of competition because not a lot of people have started doing it yet. I personally started doing it and I'm blown away. I've already made thousands of dollars within the first month, and my goal is to hit 10,000. I just hit 540 so far today. It's 10 p.m. So I got another hour, 2 hours to see how much I can make. 540 bucks in one day. Again, I can just show you right here. This is a little screenshot of my TikTok shop page. It's crazy, 540 bucks. If you multiply that by 30, that's over 15 grand in a month, which I would be crazy to make. But again, I'm trying to hit my $10,000 goal. If you want to, I already have it all up there on the link below, teaching you how to do it, how to set it up, how to link your page, how to start making money. It's crazy. This is, in my opinion, probably the easiest way for anybody with no experience to like get started. You don't need a following, but you can learn from somebody who does have a following on TikTok, right? I've done it, so, you know, I'm not some random Joe Schmo. It's like, this is real. This is real stuff. So thank you so much. I'm really excited to be back on this channel. I know I took a long break, and obviously I made a bunch of Uber skit videos, but I like the education videos because this is how I started my page, doing these types of educational videos. And I love teaching, I love educating, and this is my passion, guys. So thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye now.